Stop recording video button.
Hi everybody, so today I'm doing a video on how I budget, and this is going to go up today or maybe tomorrow because it's almost midnight here, and it is the 12th, so it's Thursday and it's a video day. I know I didn't upload on Tuesday, I uploaded yesterday instead, and that was just because I got lazy and did not upload. For those of you that do not know, I think you can tell in the description part of the video, but I use this thing called YouTube Capture, and it does it a lot faster. So it's really cool. So when in the description, it will say via YouTube Capture. So I think it's really cool that it does that. And it's a lot faster rather than uploading it through YouTube. And I had a lot of problems uploading through YouTube, so I figured I would give Capture a try, and I figured I'd give it a go. It's not very accessible, but it does get the job done. I mean, I can use it, but there's some things I can't do. Like it's really hard to like edit. I can't really edit with it. That part's not accessible, but you know, there's like workarounds and hopefully it'll get better, but I'm not counting on it anytime soon, so I'm just going to work with it the way it is, and right now it is usable, but yeah, it gets the job done, and I'm okay with that. So today I'm going to be doing a video on how I budget, and just going to be a quick video, and this is going to be, now I make SSI, and so I will do an updated one when I work, but for now I'm just going to talk about, how I budget each month, and I did talk about grocery shopping, so yeah, that video is up. That went up yesterday, so if you didn't already watch that, I suggest you go check that out. The video is called How I Grocery Shop. I would link it down in the description, but I don't know how to, so yeah. So anyway, okay. So I make SSI, and I'm not going to say how much I make because that's kind of personal. And I do have a credit card, but I try to use that only for emergencies, but I will admit, I was kind of like not using it for that. There were times when what I used to do is I used to just solely spend the credit card. And when I got the check each month, I would use the check to pay off the credit card. And, I'd use like the whole thing to pay off the credit card. And then I would just start all over again and live off the credit card. And I learned quickly that that was not a good idea because, the credit card got ahead of me and now I'm in debt. And luckily it's not like too bad. Like I obviously heard of people who are in debt where it's like to the point where it's like they can't get out of it, but luckily it's not that bad. It's not like to that point. So that's a good thing. So I don't do that anymore. I pay cash for everything or debit, but if I have to charge something I will. Like I did charge Christmas gifts cuz I had to get some things that were pricey, and I did, charge them, but everything else I usually do not charge it unless it's like absolutely necessary. I'm trying to just charge everything, do cash now with everything. So, yeah. So, I'm just going to get started, and I'm just going to let everybody know that as far as like rent and everything, now I'm still living at home. So, I live with my mom. My brother has his own place, but I live with my mom, and as far as paying for things, I basically just pay for like my necessities and like my extra stuff. Um, Now, as far as like food, like just like the general like groceries for the house, bills, my mother pays all that, phone bill, internet, utilities, things like that. She takes care of, and I am in charge of just like extra stuff that I either need or want. Like for example, um, I have a gym membership. I have groceries, Uber, transportation, any luxuries, like if I want to go out with a friend, if I want to go to the mall, if I want to go out to eat, so things like that. I have a Pandora One subscription. That is $4.99 a month, so I'm paying for that. I'm paying for I paid for iCloud storage. I got an extra 200 gigs, and I forget how much that is. I think it's like $2.99, $3.99 a month, something like that, but it is relatively cheap. Um, let's see. As far as my presents, like I'm getting my mother stuff for Valentine's Day. Speaking of which, I will be showing you guys what I got her when it gets closer. I only have one thing. I don't have the other two things yet, and I might get her one more thing, but I'm not quite sure yet. I kind of went a little overboard with buying a whole bunch of stuff for myself. And yeah, so I'm definitely going to show you guys when it gets closer to Valentine's Day, when I have everything. Probably like, think I'm going to do it like the Thursday before Valentine's Day. So yeah, so definitely be on the lookout for that, because Valentine's Day is on a Tuesday. So maybe I'll do like the Thursday before, and then maybe I'll do like a video of her reacting or getting her stuff. I don't know yet though. Or I'll just like tell you how she liked it, but I think like the Thursday before is when I'll do it. So yeah, but anyway, so definitely be on the lookout for that, or I might do it as a bonus video. I don't know. I'll let you guys know when it gets closer. I'll keep you guys posted. So yeah, but anyway, back to this video. So yeah, so presents I buy, Uber, Access Link, which is paratransit, Lyft. I hardly use Lyft, but it's definitely good to have, just in case. You never know when Uber is not available or whatever, and since I need it, I don't drive, I need both. So basically, I use Peapod for groceries, Amazon if I need something of Amazon. Like I said, my gym membership, any luxuries, such as going out to eat. My Pandora One subscription, which is $4.99 a month. My iCloud. Also, there are these blindfold games that I like to play, and every single one has an in-app purchase. And I have to buy, it's like I have to buy upgrades for every single game, and that I use my money for that too. So basically right now I'm just working on, like, I'm still in school, so I'm just, anything I need, like any necessities, like if there was like a month where I needed something, like I needed a haircut, I would pay for that. So basically any necessities. So yeah. So anyway, since I'm in school, I'm still getting SSI and I'm still living at home. So obviously when I work, I'll be paying more. But, this is basically just a quick video. Now I'm going to kind of like break it down as to how much. I don't really want to say like how much I spend on each, because then you guys would know how much I get, and I don't really want to share that out here. So I'm just going to say for it, like, I'm going to come up with like a fake number as to like how I kind of like budget, since, my money has to last me a whole month. So basically, okay. So what I usually do is I get all the necessities out of the way first. So at the beginning of the month, I will put some money towards my credit card debt. I will take out some money for transportation if I need to. I will do my grocery shopping. If there's anything on Amazon that I've been needing to get, I'll get that. So basically, I'll get all the necessities out of the way first. And for the things that get deducted from my account automatically, such as the gym membership, is not yet, because that's, the gym is not open yet. I just signed up for one that's going to be opening, and I will get billed once it opens. But once it opens, I will start getting billed. So for the things that are like automatically deducted, such as my gym membership, my Pandora One subscription, and my iCloud backup subscription, that I just budget for. So for example, say I need $50 for that. That's just an example, But let's say, for example, all that stuff, the Pandora One subscription, the iCloud, and the gym membership added up to $50. So what I would do is I would budget $50. I would make sure that, if I had like $300 to spend for the month and the rest of it went toward my necessities, I would only have $250 to spend. So I would make sure that I factor in that $50 for, my things that I automatically get billed for every month. So that way I know I always have the money to cover it, so I budget for that. So basically what I do is after I do get all my necessities taken care of, I will see how much money I have left in my account. And then I will divide that into by 4 because, there's 4 weeks in a month and, give or take, there's 4 weeks in a month. Sometimes there's 5. Well, not quite because sometimes it's not a full week because like when the month ends in the middle of the week. But yeah, give or take, there's 4 weeks in a month. So I divide it by 4 or 3, depending on how I want to do it. Because I don't divide it by 5 because that's, there's obviously not 5 weeks in a month because usually the month ends in the middle of the week in that instance. So what I will do is whatever I get, that's how much money I will spend a week. So for example, I'm going to take a number that evenly goes into 4. So I'm going to take 320. Let's say, for example, after all my necessities, I had $320 to spend, not counting the stuff that I automatically get billed for. So if I had $320 to spend and I divided that by 4, I would get 80. So I would spend $80 a week. And that would be minus the money for transportation, the necessities and all that. So I would have $80 a week to spend on luxuries. So that's basically how I budget. And, like I said, if I needed a haircut or something, I would, during that week, whichever week I was getting it, I would just, like, say, for example, I was spending $80 a week and a haircut costs $50, I would know that for that week I only have $30 to play with, like to spend if I want to order food or if I need something on Amazon, because I have Amazon Prime, so I don't always have to pay for shipping. So, yeah. But, so if I'm getting a haircut, that's part of my weekly budget. So, I just take out, so if it's $50, I know I have $30 to spend on, anything else, just to play with, to spend on ordering food or iTunes or anything else that I need or want, whatever. So yeah. Another thing too is probably something I'm going to get questions about is saving money. Now, as far as saving money right now, I don't have it because I need the money for the month. So I don't have a couple $100s I can put away each month. So what I do is I have my account is when I use my debit card, it will take the amount that I spend on something and it will round it up. I guess it rounds it to the nearest dollar. And when it does that, it keeps, it rounds it up. And then it puts the change into my savings account. And it helps a lot because, I had once had $40 something from doing that. And it does that. It adds up, it's the way I look at it, it's like a virtual piggy bank. So, for example, if I spend something that's I'm going to do a rounded off number so it's easier to figure this out. But let's say I bought something that cost 60 cents. So what it's going to do is it would round it up to $1 and I would get that 40 cents would go into my savings account. And like I said, it adds up and it helps save money. I don't think I could ever find something that costs 40 cents. Or 60 cents. That's just an example. Just so I don't have to do crazy, so I don't have to do any math just for the sake of this video. But I also had a custodial account, which is basically only your parents can access. And it was basically just a savings account. But then I got a checking account. And when I was a teenager, I had gotten a bank account that wasn't like that. So the money was just transferred over. And I think I spent it one time. I went away and I stayed at a hotel. I spent it on that. I spent it on, I forget what else. But yeah, I did have that at one point. So basically what I do also as far as transportation, for Access Link, you need exact change. So I would always sometimes I'll take Uber to the bank and I will take out exactly what I need. I will even take out coins, actual coins, Like, for example, I'll ask for like $10 in quarters, $10 in dimes, $10 worth of nickels, and then I'll ask for like 100 singles or $100 worth of $5 bills, something like that. So, yeah. And as far as Uber is concerned, the reason for me like falling behind with letting my credit card get ahead of me is because since I was for like 2 months straight, I was taking Uber a lot, and it's when you take Uber, it's hard to just like delve out the money every time sometimes. So yeah, and I remember when I first got my credit card, I had to spend it to pay for a class that I needed to retake, and with Christmas and my birthday being so close together, I literally paid that off within 2 months. I kid you not. I literally paid it off in 2 months. And then that was when I started using the credit card for other things like Amazon, going out to eat, getting my nails done, things like that, like the luxuries. And that's what got me in trouble with that. So, yeah. And one thing I didn't realize was that when you're late on a payment, it cancels your card. So I was going to, because I had to do holiday shopping and I wasn't going to pay it. Well, I was, but not. I was just gonna be like, oh, I'm gonna take a break for the next couple months. I was gonna charge some of my presents, and it kept getting declined. I couldn't figure out why. And then I looked at my account, and I was like, oh, it was canceled. So I had to pay a late fee along with the minimum payment. So, I did not realize that. It cancels your card when you do that, when you don't pay. But it makes sense because so you don't keep using it. But that just taught me that bills have to be paid. So that's just it. But anyway, I guess let's see. Anything else? As far as now, I'm just gonna say as far as like holidays, like Christmas, birthday, things like that. That money I just deposit. If I get like a refund for something, like I traded in my old phone, I got that money, went right in my account. I just bought a new iPhone that came out of my Christmas money. I bought that outright. I told you guys the story about that. So, yeah. But that's pretty much it. If I'm forgetting anything, I will definitely maybe put it in the description, or you guys can ask if you have any questions. But if you guys, like I said, if you have any other questions, definitely feel free to ask, leave them down below, and I will get back to you guys. And if it's something that I feel needs more detail, I will definitely explain in another video. And I'm going to go for right now, and let's see, be sure to comment, like, subscribe if you haven't, and I'll see you guys Tuesday for another video. All right.